Where can we get some points?
Well, I think you go in the direction of Donovan Peoples-Jones, and obviously that game's going to be played now on Monday instead of Saturday. But right now, Jarvis Landry is on the COVID-19 list. Peoples-Jones, I should say, has been seeing a little bit of volume recently, 5 or more targets in 3 straight games. Now, the only real question mark here is who's going to be throwing him the football. At the moment, both Baker Mayfield and Case Keenum are on the COVID-19 reserve list. The Browns, at least on paper, may be trending towards starting Nick Mullins, but who knows? That could change between now and Monday. So curious to see who's going to be throwing the football, but as long as Jarvis Landry's out there, Peoples-Jones, I think, should be slated to get a few more targets than normal.
Yeah, speaking of a few more targets, I think my guy is going to be Josh Reynolds, with obviously Hawkinson going down on IR. Somewhere has to go. Now, I know, Marcus, you're like, what about Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that guy that went to the other school. We're talking about this guy who Jared Goff has had a rapport with, right? So when they were at the Rams. And so I think a lot of those targets, they have to go somewhere. Maybe Josh Reynolds is the guy that gets them.
Played well despite getting no opportunity in Tennessee. He goes on the street for a while. He's back in Detroit and having success. I think Megaquan could be a sleeper. Laquan Treadwell taking on the Houston Texans. And Laquan Treadwell has had 10 points in back-to-back games. The game before that, he had 8 targets. There have been some changes in Jacksonville. I'm not sure if you've heard. So perhaps you can get Megaquan in a big spot against the team that has allowed 8 top 20 wide receivers in their last 7 games. So do the math on that.
I'm excited about the Jaguars' offense for the first time in a while. I'm also excited about Jimmy G here. He has thrown multiple passing touchdowns in 6 of his last 7 games, and this is just a great matchup. The Falcons allow the second most passing touchdowns and second most fantasy points per game to the quarterback position. So maybe if you have a quarterback in one of these games that have been postponed, you can go out and grab Jimmy G off the waiver wire and stream him this week.